Let's see if we're live. Good afternoon or good evening, everybody, wherever you're at. All right. Let's see if we're live. There you go. Good afternoon or good evening, everybody, wherever you're at. All right. All right. We're live. Hope everyone's well. Like I think I just said. Forgive me, I'm a little out of it today. Ever feel like you just had the wind knocked out of your sails? That's how I feel at the moment, or at least today. Supposed to hang out with my bro, but he's a little under the weather, so he couldn't make it. Then I figured out my truck starter's not working, so I have to take tomorrow off and fix that. No biggie, but it is what it is. It's life. We'll get it done. All it takes is a couple muscles, a little elbow grease, and a couple dead presidents, and everything's fine. Get back to the software. It's a nice, dreary, cold. It feels like Ireland, maybe England, outside today here in New York. Would have worked on my truck today, but I'm not gonna lay in the rain working on the truck. That's ridiculous. So I'll just do it tomorrow. Cheers, little tea. Warm me up. Anywho, I wanted to start off saying about a couple things and how I think YouTube is freaking amazing. Fucking amazing. Fuck freaking. Hey, it's fucking amazing. I'll show you why. Why I think that. Here's two examples staring me right in the eye. This woman and this dude. We'll go here first. His name is Sam Sulik. Can you see how many subscribers this dude has? 2.94 million. Now, let's see how long he's been on YouTube. Where's your oldest? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 7 months, so your oldest was at top. A year. 1 year. And he's pushing the 3 million, or German 3 million subscribers. And you want to know why? I'll tell you why. He posts every single day, basically. And he's just himself. Obviously, himself is a little different than most people. He's a jacked ass, 20-something-year-old. But he's just super cool. He just does his own shit. He's just a jacked bodybuilder. He's going to college. All he does is for the most part, all he does is he films a hello to everyone in the car driving, usually driving to the gym. He gives you a breakout of what he wants to do or what he might do while at the gym. At least tells you what body part he's going there to train. He films his training workout. Not every second because that'd be boring as hell, but most of it. And then he films a pose down after he's all pumped, and then he films his way home. That's simple. Like, for most people, that can be kind of boring, right? But the thing about YouTube is you really get into characters and personalities, and I think that's why people like it so much. I mean, that's how I like it. I really like to see people in their lives and what they're doing with them. It's pretty cool. And you can just see, he's just a super cool jack kid. He seems very humble. He comes from a more affluent family, so it's not like he had to struggle too much in life. But he seems like he's got the right head on his shoulders, seems super cool. Well, obviously he's doing the right thing for himself. I just think it's so cool. The day and age we live in it's fucking amazing. And then we can go from this archetype I'm not going to say he's spoiled, but you know, he's more privileged in life, and which is good. A lot of people deserve to be privileged in life. Not everyone, but a lot of people do. But he's really making something for himself, and I think it's amazing, and I really like it. And he seems very cool. So if you haven't checked him out, like the other 3 million people have, but you know, maybe you want to check him out if you're into bodybuilding and meathead stuff and gym stuff. You know, that might be up your alley. And this other, let's see. Oh, of course, it's gone now. Let's see if we can find her again. There she is. The gal with no plan. Now, you can see her subscriber count, 18.7 thousand, right? Let's see how long she's been on. Oldest video. 4 months. Is that correct? Yeah. Oldest video is 4 months. 4 months. And she has 18,000 posts. Now, from what I've watched some of her stuff, not all of it, but from what I've seen, she's an well, addicts say they're always addicts. I don't think that way. I used to be an addict. I don't say I'm an addict still. I don't like holding on to that shit. I think that's an AA kind of mentality, which is not me. I quit myself. Not that I'm special, it's just that was my path. But anyway, she's super cool. For the most part. I don't know her, but she seems super cool. But being on for 4 months, an ex-addict, just trying to get her shit together. She goes from living in a shelter to living in a, I don't know what they would be called, but it's like a one, you know, she lives in a room now, and she shares a bathroom down the hall, but it's in a big building with other people. It's a lower income, but nice. I don't know exactly where she's at, but it's nice. She's got her kitty cat with her now and everything. But it's like a vlog. She just shows her progress of her getting her shit together and working towards her goals. And I think that's awesome. Super simple. I mean, again, most people find it super boring, but I don't. I think it's beautiful. Like, and again, she's pushing 20,000 almost. I mean, I'm sure it'll be there soon. When I first saw her page, it was only maybe a week or two ago. She wasn't even up near 18, so she's just cranking. She's just skyrocketing, which is awesome. But that's how it is when you post every day. I don't post every day, so I'll probably won't be monetized for a while. Who knows? It's not a big deal. I didn't get on here to make money. But I don't know. I just find it super cool. And then she has these videos now, like the newer videos, where people are just inundating her with all these gifts from Amazon and everything because they watch her videos, and she's like, "Oh, I don't have a mirror yet, but I'll get a mirror the next day." Like, you know, 5 mirrors show up in the mail for her. It just shows how beautiful people could be. I love that shit, you know? Because there's so much crap in this world right now. To see that, I love it. I love it. It's so easy to get stuck in all the nonsense of this world. Because there's a lot of it. I mean, we can go down. Let's see what else in the world, because we'll have all this kind of propaganda bullshit with Tucker Carlson saying, if you believe anything that comes out of his face. Oh, all the border crisis. To my Americans, you know how it is over here. With our criminal in chief just letting everyone in the world in here, and then expecting Americans to pick up the bill like always. You know, that gets dark quick. 2024 is going to be a hell of a ride. I don't think people are going to see it coming, but it's going to start up something fierce. But we'll see where it goes. FDA crap. Well, it's just a bunch of garbage. A lot of it's just garbage. This was funny. This guy telling, I don't know if it was satire or real or not, but he was telling those scumbags of the WEF to go fuck themselves. That was pretty sweet. And that guy, Schwab, is that his name? I don't even know. It's like Dr. Evil. Looks like a fucking moron. It's so funny. This world is so funny at times. Look at all this. Look at this sensationalized. All this sensationalism. I mean, it's an important thing, but still. Americans just gotta stand up and say, nah, man, we ain't doing it no more. We're sick of your shit. It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna let you do it, and that's that. Because we've been letting them do stuff for too long. And that's not just us, it's every country. All the peoples around the world. That's why we have these issues. All these issues are created by, you know, people running things. It's not typically by the people. Typically. At least in Western societies where they function better. There's other countries, well, they just screw themselves over left and right, and that's another problem, I suppose. At least theirs at the moment. I don't know, I like those examples on YouTube and how people can, just be themselves. Like, I mean, it takes work. And the thing about YouTube is it can turn into a job, I mean, a lot of people on YouTube, it is their job, but, I don't really want it to turn into a job. I didn't come on here for that. I have work. I have my own work, so I don't need to add too much more to it. I don't even have time to get in the shop at the moment because I'm busy building a beautiful bathroom. So, only so many hours in the day. And then tomorrow, like I said, I'll take off and fix my truck. Maybe I'll film that. It'll be a boring little video, but maybe somebody will watch it or learn something from it. It's just a starter, so it's 2 main bolts, a shrouder with one little 8mm bolt, and 2 other bolts, the contact cables, and that's it. It's very simple. Probably take me half an hour, 45 minutes. Probably. I never did it, but I'm sure it's just easy enough. Most things are when you just get down and get to them. Except, of course, it's like a real severe thing. That'll be a different issue. I don't know. I thought this was pretty cool. Look at that fucking face. Oh, fucking pathetic little face. Washington, D.C., District of Criminals. Unbelievable. How things got so bad, right? It's alright. We're in the end stages of it. Everything has to fall eventually. There's no empire that lasts forever. And I'm okay with that. I really am. Always have been. Change is the only thing you can expect in life. That's why it's kind of silly to fear it, It can be scary. Some change for some people is very scary, but gotta go with it. Well, this guy's interesting too. Joey the Gypsy. He was homeless in New York City for a while, a long while, I think, and doing odd jobs and he lives in his car still, but he's in Florida now. He's another one. He hasn't, let's see how long he's been on. And he's very insightful in a lot of things he has to say because he has a lot of life experience. Look at that, 34.2 thousand followers. He does a little stand-up comedy, which is kind of funny. All he does really is just sit in his car and pick a topic and talk about it, essentially. He's got some ranty videos. He's got some insightful videos. He has some practical videos. Super simple, I think he has a Patreon too. Super cool guy. You should check him out maybe sometime. Joey the Gypsy. Super cool guy. You can tell he's got some life experience. Maybe that's why I was so interested in seeing. I mean, he just popped up on my feed like YouTube does. But he seemed pretty cool, man. I jump on there once in a while. What's up, whoever's in here? He's pretty cool. But again, look at that. Look how many followers. What's his oldest video? 1 year ago when he showed you his car. 1 year. That's pretty crazy. He's killing it. I mean, that's fucking amazing. He can live in his car. He can make a living off of YouTube. He can live how he wants to live. He's not under anyone's thumb. Yeah, it's going to be a harder life, of course. It's not going to be for everyone. I would never live in a car. It's not going to happen. But I'm not everyone. Some people love that. I see some people around my neighborhood. They got really nice cars they're living in, but still, you don't have rent every month. You don't have all these utilities to pay. If you set everything up properly, it could be a wonderful life. It really can. Look at that. He's got the solar power set up. Seems like a super cool dude. Definitely somebody I'd hang around and smoke a joint with and relax. How I quit heroin, that's a big deal, I used to be a meth addict when I was a kid. I know what it's like. Trust me. Quitting ain't easy, but you gotta do it, because you'll either end up in jail or prison or dead. It's the only options you have. So, it's a big deal. It's a very big deal, because those demons will follow you until they kill you. And even when you're clean, like, it's always there. It's always in the back. That's why I guess people say they're addicts for life. I don't think that way. I really don't. I believe in conquering things and then standing above them. Leave them in the past. But to each their own. I'm not judging anyone. Everyone has their own path to walk. Making money while homeless. Anyway, super cool dude. He's worth checking out. If you're into the people and what's the word? What's the blogging? The vlogging or whatever. Video blogs. This dude's pretty sweet. I can't click on it because he's streaming, but I don't want to get flagged or whatever the hell they do on here. I was reading the guidelines before because I wanted to show you something else that I was watching. Maybe we can watch it together, but it was live streaming, and I guess you can't live stream another live stream without permission, stuff like that, which I get. It's someone else's property. But he's a great musician, this guy. He does a lot of killer covers. I saw him doing covers of Tool. It's a band I'm sure most of you heard of. But I'm really into him. So he does some really nice acoustic sounding. I like acoustic guitars a lot. Like, I like that natural sound. So that's what he does. He's pretty awesome. Cracks a beer once in a while too. Super skinny dude though. Like, he's like a twig. Guess he just jams all day. Jams all day. Now I just found this channel too. She's interesting. She's a fucking super skeptic, which I like skeptics to a point. But when everything they talk about is to bash, I don't know, it kind of, I just don't like how it's not so open-minded about certain things, I believe in leaving a little mystery there and a little wonder, rather than, oh, that's bullshit, that's crap, this is this. I mean, you can always find reasons why, of course, but I don't know. Have a little fun and mystery in your life. Like, I've never seen a Bigfoot, but sure, they're real. I don't know. I don't know or don't know, I like to think they are. I personally don't like watching Bigfoot shows or anything. I think every one of them are so just dreadfully boring because you never see anything, But I do have a magnet on my fridge with the Bigfoot walking. It says, I want to believe, because I do want to believe. It's kind of cool. It's fun. Life's too fucking short. You gotta have some fun with it. I like what Juan Ayala says. He's a podcaster. He says, I'm here for a fun time, not a long time. I love that quote. He's worth checking out too. If you're into podcasts and occult and weird and all that alchemy and cool shit. I like that. Here for a fun time, not a long time. But she does a lot of videos on, breaking down certain things and showing how they're bullshit or hoaxes. And I watch her because I like to have a balanced perspective because I watch so much stuff on this and the pro side of it rather for it. And she's more against it to disprove it. So I like to get a balanced thoughts and opinions. So that's why I do that. And, it's interesting because there's a lot of things she points out that I didn't know. I was like, oh crap, wow, that person really was full of shit. So it is good to see that. And she's doing pretty well. Where's she at? Working her way up to 40K with only 29 videos. That's impressive. Good for her. And she does good editing the videos too. A lot of it is just you watching her face, but she'll add in clips and pictures and stuff. And then there's good music and she'll have cut scenes. So that's pretty cool. These were fun. The hoax series. I think there's 7 or 8, right? 5+ hours. Wow. She put them all together in another video 2 days ago. Okay. It's a bit much for one video, but if you want to do it, go for it. But they're pretty cool. She goes through so much in all these videos. I haven't watched this one yet, but I'll check it out. All of these people, look at all these faces. All those faces are full of shit. You can guarantee it. It's unfortunate. But a lot of those ancient alien people, man, they are just so full of shit. So full of shit. It's terrifying. It's like a cult. That's all it is. And that's why they're kind of pushing this shit, because they want people to be into that. They really do. It's okay. If you're into it, do you, man. But I'll go my own. And then the Blavatsky one's pretty good. I like that. I like the work of Blavatsky. Like the work. I don't know if it's her work. It could be someone else's that she just burned all this information to make it her own because nobody really knows. But she's very interesting, and I like how she says at the end, because the whole time she's skeptical, and at the end, because it's about her life, right? And she says, if there's only 5% of this story of her life is true, it's still an amazing life she had. And it's true, because some of the shit she went through and did it's just unheard of. It's amazing. It really is. The spiritual practices, the traveling the world, starting a whole, I don't want to call it religions, but it is kind of a religion, theosophy. I mean, it's supposed to be a union of religions, essentially, but everything kind of turns into their own religion because everyone's so culty, It's like they just latch on, they need something to follow, which can be dangerous. You gotta learn to follow your own path. And if you happen to find people who are on the same path with you, that's awesome. That's a beautiful feeling, but you don't want to just be following people because that's where things get dangerous. Especially if you're weak, or you can be taken advantage of easily. Anyway, it's another cool channel to check out. Weird Reads with Emily Louse. Is that Louse or Loose? Let's stick with Louse. Good old arm wrestling. I'm a big fan of arm wrestling, if anyone knows me. That's my favorite arm wrestler right there, Devin Larratt. Badass Canadian. He's #1 arm wrestler in the world right now. Well, except when Levon Seganishvili comes back. I think they're going to have their second match in April, I think. I'm not sure. It's going to be something. Last time Levon just tore Devin's biceps, so we'll see what happens this time. And then you have, look at this, Lean Beef Patty. She's a fitness influencer. Now, there's no surprise here, 2.2 million subscribers. There's no surprise here because anytime you see a beautiful girl with a fun personality, you better believe the whole world's going to start following it because it's just fun to look at, right? So, but she is funny. She really is. A little goofy. She seems very young though. Probably early 20s. I don't know. Never says. And how long has she been on here? I don't even know. She does have some good advice though. 2 years. That's pretty good. Pretty good. She's super cool though. She's fun. She don't take shit too seriously, and that's good. I don't like those stuck-up girls that just think they're special. Because wait till you turn 60. You're not going to be so special to everyone anymore. Unfortunately. Life will change. Yeah, Upchurch. I don't listen to rap, but he's very interesting actually. Ryan Upchurch. He's actually putting out a lot of videos now about some esoteric stuff, which is I find fascinating. So maybe it's worth a look if you're into that. Bye-bye tea. Yeah, he does. He's a country boy. Obviously, you can tell by his southern flag. But again, he's a rapper. I'm not into rap. I don't like any rap music at all, really. Maybe some beats, but not the music. But he's kind of totally changed his tune on his channel. He's a famous rapper, so he's got a bunch of followers, like 3.2 million. But if you look at all his videos, like let's see, like the newer videos, I mean it's really interesting. Ancient, what is that? Sorry, I'm kind of trying to read this screen and that screen. The Ancient Tennessee Caves, the Emerald Tablets, one of three. Message to America. America. Aliens and cows, trying to decode things. I like that the Holy Bible. He's like, it's called the Holy Bible because there's fucking holes in the story. And it's true. The Bible was put together by men, not God. So there's always going to be holes in the story. Anyway, he's an interesting fella. I like him. Again, I'm not into rap, but you know, he's obviously doing his own thing and doing well with it, and good on him. And I like how he's getting more esoteric. Obviously, he's waking up to a lot of. I mean, he's probably been awake for a while, but he's releasing information to people, which is it's good. People need to hear it. The people who can hear it and understand it, you know, those are messages. It's a good thing. I watched one video on a starter in my fucking Tahoe. Now I got all these videos. It's the worst thing about YouTube. You watch one video on one thing, and you don't even have to watch it. You can just scroll on your phone, and all of a sudden, you know, if you just hover there too long, it starts playing it, and then it acts like you watched it. And then it'll get 100 damn videos on the same thing. It's so annoying. Yeah, let me go over here to do that. There you go. This guy is cool too. The Book Peddler. Well, there you go. He's just a bookseller in Smithville Flats, New York, upstate New York. I have no idea what it is, but I think it's like a 4-hour drive from me. But again, he's just a bookseller in a small town, which is, if you know anything about booksellers these days, especially in small towns, how hard that can be. So he has a pretty decent presence on eBay. That's where he sells a lot of his books. Obviously, he has a YouTube channel to show people what he does with his shop, and he's still, you know, now you can see the comparison. A man, right? Decent looking dude. He's a good looking dude, but a man in general, and books. Look at his following. 4,000. It's not a lot. And how long has he been on here? Let's see. Oldest. 8 years. That's a long time. Now, mind you, he doesn't post nowhere near as much as the other people. It's very important to post a lot if you want people to see your stuff, because if you don't post every day or a couple times a week, YouTube just does not let people see your stuff. That's why I don't get a whole lot of views really. I got a lot more in the beginning because I was pumping more out, but again, my work is picking up, and I have to take all the work I can in the winter time because you just don't get it all, you know. There's no real outside work at the moment, so can only do so much. Was thinking about filming some of that, but maybe I'll put like a montage together of some of my jobs at the end. We'll see. Anyway, he's a cool dude. You know I'm in the book, so it's fun to watch this dude. Where's my mouse? Get the back over here. Let me look at something real quick. Alright, just to make sure that's not me watching myself. Alright. Anyway, this dude's super cool. He's in the books. He gets a lot of interesting books too, because he'll go on estate sales and get just fucking truckloads of books, you know, for whatever he pays, he pays. Like, look at this. Look at that whole attic full of books. And I think this was something to do with Timothy Leary. It says it in the title, but I don't know if it was a friend or an acquaintance or somebody who just had Leary books. I'm not sure. But that's pretty interesting, right? It's a big name in psychedelics and psychotics. But I've seen a lot. I actually got a book from him, I believe. Yeah. I bought this book from him because it was super cheap. He was selling it super cheap. What is it called? Master Makers of the Book. Again, it's a book on bookmaking. I always thought those were pretty cool, you know? Look at this. I love it when you open up a book. If I can get this thing. Oh my God, get out. And you find it's just like old paper cutouts of stuff. It's so cool. It's like two fish biting their own tails. What does it say? It's so hard to read this thing. Bookshop, the Roycroft Art Shop. 27 Rose Street, Sydney. I have no idea where that is. Sydney where? Australia? The Masters of the Book. What year was this one from? What is this? 1928. It's pretty old. Not that old. Sorry if you can't read that, guys, girls, everyone. You know, look at this. Got this nice. It's actually printed on. Wow, that's cool. Got this super thin protective paper to protect the print of this side. Remember the side profile? The Romans did it a lot. Shows your genetics. That's why you see a lot of that. It's got that straight nose. And this is Aldus Manutius. Wow. 1501. So, I mean, I think I paid $20 for this book or something. It was super cheap. Beautiful condition. Smells perfect. No funky smells. And where was this printed? I think I just saw that. Garden City, New York. I used to work there. Go figure. Dust cover's a little tattered. You know, here's what it is. It's an old book. It's not the end of the world, right? The book itself, though, is actually pretty cool. It's got a... get off without tearing, please. It's got that nice embossed print. It's actually, excuse me, it is this, so you can see it clear. But it's actually in the book as well. And the spine, super simple. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'll fix this in the future, everybody. Hello to the 2 people watching me. Thank you for your patience, whoever you may be. I hope you're having a great day. It's a gloomy day here if you missed that earlier. Again, I got this from this guy right here, the book peddler, because I support who I like. Don't always have the money for it, but when I do, I will. He does a lot of cool, interesting videos on the book picks, and he'll come back and he'll do a whole he'll go through boxes of books. He won't do every book because that would just be boring to watch for most people. But he's a very interesting fellow. Obviously, he's well read. You can just, when you hear him talk, because he does some live streams too, right? He has the live streams. He does. Yeah, the last one was a Christmas, so it's a bit ago. But he's just an interesting dude. Super cool. And he's got, nice positive community on his page. I love that. That's what I want to work towards, You bring drama to my page. Don't worry, I'll just make you disappear from my page. Howdy, what's up, Jamie Turner? What's up, brother? Howdy, howdy. Can I comment? No, I have to sign in to comment. Anyway. Cool. That's my second comment from somebody in the live chat. First was Anthony. You are on an exclusive list, my friend. Anywho, this is the book peddler. I suggest checking him out if you want to buy some cool, cheap, relatively cheap. He has some expensive books because he's not stupid. He knows what the market is. But he's on eBay. Let me see if I can find him on here. So if anyone's actually interested. eBay. Come on, eBay. Now, saved sellers. There he is, Saucy 3131. The book peddler Phil. Look at that, 100% positive. That's a good sign, right? Anyway, he's got some interesting reads. A lot of his stuff, look, there it is. That's one of the Leary books, are from the collection, I guess. LSD. My problem, child. The works of Victor Hugo. Picasso. Barf. Excuse me. French Revolution, 2 volumes. He's got very interesting books. I mean, it's a very wide collection. He gathers a lot. He gets a lot of stuff, like local stuff for him, and New York-based stuff, because that's where he's at, obviously. And New York, obviously, a lot of people know it's one of the older states here. So when it comes to antiques and collectibles and books, like, we've got a lot here. Now, it is a humid climate, especially in the summertime. So if those books aren't well taken care of and the house is not well insulated, expect mold on the books. I've found a lot of that. But there are tricks you can do to remediate that. Certain molds, you can leave books in the sun for a few hours and the mold's gone. Other ones, you can put books in a Ziploc bag with some baking soda and put it in the freezer for a few days. That'll kill all the molds. Certain molds, or mildews rather. Certain molds, you're just screwed. If there's like any amount of black mold, which would be water induced, that's garbage. Throw it out, because the only thing that kills black mold is bleach. And you're not going to bleach your book, I presume. But anyway, I haven't seen a book from him that was that bad. He had a set I wanted to get. It was I don't remember the author, but it was a world history book collection from the 1890s, I believe. I like to get books from the 1800s, before the Rockefeller system was set in place when it comes to book and printing, where they started changing everything, essentially our histories and some truths. But it sold, and it was beautiful. It had the marble gilding around the edges of the book. It was all hardcover, leather bound. I think it was like quarter, 3/4 leather. I don't remember what they call it because that's more than quarter. It wasn't just the spine; it was the edges as well. But whatever. The beautiful books, but they sold, and there was one edition missing, I believe. Which, how are you gonna find that one edition if you're trying to get a set? So, whatever. I wasn't meant to get it, but he has a lot of cool books. Look at that nice folklore set. Yeah, hey, look at that. Is that a print? Yeah, a lithograph. Interesting. So he has some other things, he'll pop on some DVDs once in a while. I mean, he's self-employed. He's trying to make a living, so he's going to do what he has to do, and I admire him for that. Some old school magazines, shit you'll never see, Good luck finding that. The Highlander comics, a lot of 9, not graded, whatever. If you're into that, go for it. Eisenhower 2 leather edition, $44. That might be worth picking up for somebody. 1983, the year of my birth. Haha. The Egg and I. It's a scary title. Anyway, we got some cool books. Some more erotic stuff sometimes. Some really beat up. Look at that. Militia Laws of the United States and Massachusetts, May 1st, 1836, Boston, signed. $280. Look at the condition on this thing, though. It looks like an ass unwiped. Hope that didn't offend anyone, but it's pretty beat up. But it's old, If I was born then, I'm sure I would look horrible too. But I don't buy books in conditions like that because as I read it, I just get frustrated. Like, oh God, look how horrible. I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to certain books. It's cool though. If you're a collector, like, that is pretty cool to own. Like if you're into the subject matter, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Should I get my face out of the way? Is that in the way, guys? Guys and girls. He's got some interesting books. Kid books as well. I don't have kids, but if you do, it's always fun to get some cheap used books for them because they're just going to beat the crap out of them. Look at that. The Psychedelic Experience, Timothy Leary. 1964 second print university books. University books make good books. And their resale quality is very good if they're in good condition. So that's pretty cool find. That's why it's $274 if you're interested. But again, he's an honest, good dude. So give him an offer, and I'm sure he'll go for it. If it's not, super low ball something. Anywho, he's a super cool guy. I like him. I'm going to go up to his shop one time because he has 2 bookstores upstate. He has one he started with, and it's just packed full of books. Obviously, all that stuff is not on his eBay because it would take a year to post everything. He's got thousands of books in there. I don't even know how the floor stands up with holding all those books because the building looks old. Again, if you know anything about upstate New York, everything is old there, so it's pretty cool. And then he bought another building across the street, same town, obviously, across the street, but I think it's a bigger building. I think it's 2-story also, but I think it was like an old general store because the way you walk in, it had like a 25-foot like big glass display. It's pretty cool looking. He has a video on his page here somewhere. I'll move my head back over here. There you go. Anyway, yeah, he had there it is. Yeah, look at that little walking tour. Let's see if we can click it.
Hey guys, Phil Monteleone, the book peddler here, come to you with another YouTube video. I'm about to give you the grand tour of my new book shop, warehouse, whatever you want to call it. I'm actually opening this up October 7th, this Saturday at 10 to 4. And what I was going to do was a hardcover in soft, $3 a book, buy 10 for 2. paperbacks, $1 a book, or buy 10 for 50 cents children's
How do you beat that? $1 a book? Come on.
books. Will do like a quarter or something. I'll probably end up giving a bunch of them away. But yeah, it's very exciting. It's taken me a year now. And before I show off the building, allow me a couple minutes. It's taken a year to get this up and running. So a lot of work has gone into it. And in this shop, there'll be basically the overflow material that I get coming in on a regular basis. That's not really suitable to list. They might not meet the criteria. And there's a number of different factors as to why.
I'll skip to it real quick.
I have a sign that says books that'll go right here. But you can see the front window, the sign. I love how the windows look so great. I have to replace these at some point. Then you walk in. In this case out here, this will have t-shirts and mugs at some point. I hope the lighting is good. So you walk in. This is a sign that'll be out front. My big processing desk here. You got art on the walls. I got to fill that space up there, move it up. And then you turn. More art. My racks. You should see this place lit up at night. It looks amazing. All the boxes are fair game. There's boxes all over. I'm going to stop bringing in anymore because I have thousands of books. Let's actually take you to some of the content. I mean, we're talking beautiful, basically brand new books for $3 a piece. Again, or buy 10 for 2. Really hard to go wrong if you're a reader and are into books. Here's another section. And they're kind of categorized loosely, very loosely. Sports section over here. And again, you might find more stuff in boxes. So the rolling shelves are really great. I'm loving that. So tons of books. This is a lot of popular fiction. I'm trying to lot authors together like Clancy, King, Patterson. Some stuff has to be moved. I got a great children's section here, and I have more to bring in. So this will be really nice addition.
Anyway, you get a ballpark of it. And that's his second store. His first store has 10 times that many books in it, which is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. So anywho, he's pretty sweet. I dig him. And that was just I think that was just a random. Oh, it might have been me searching. I like to search. I don't know about you guys, but I like to watch people's collections of books and to go through them. Some of those are extremely boring, but there's some people out there who have really good taste, at least taste that I like, or I can connect with. And they just go through it, you know? They go through their libraries. I love seeing people's libraries. Even if it is boring, it's nice to see what people are into, what they read, what they learn. You can learn a lot about somebody just from what they read, you know? Where their head's at in life. Maybe where they're going. It's fascinating. So that's probably how I found them. And then I found them on eBay. Because I like eBay way more than Amazon because you're actually buying from people. You know, there's not corporate crap involved. For the most part, you can buy from people on Amazon too, but they also try and swindle you more on Amazon. In my opinion, you'll see once a book goes out of print, you'll see the same book because somebody happens to have it for sale for like $1,000. Like, give me a break, dude. Nobody's gonna buy that. You're just gonna have it posted for years, and then you're gonna eventually drop it down to a reasonable price and then sell it. But for those years, you're just an asshole. Well, whatever. Maybe there's somebody silly enough out there to click buy now. Anywho, but I don't really buy off Amazon. I used to. I'm getting away from all that. I don't even subscribe to it anymore. It's not worth it. I don't support. You're gonna put your money where you support. You know what I mean? And I just don't support that crap. Crap. I'd rather support people that I know and I can email and actually talk to and even go visit. Like I can go to that guy's shop, you know what I mean? I left him a message on YouTube and he gave me a killer response back. It was super nice, you know. He's like, yeah, call the shop anytime, let me know, and I'll open it up for you. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look at this dude. This dude's Terry B. Can't show you because he's live, but he's riding a bicycle from way up here all the way down to Florida. It's crazy. Yeah, from DC to Key West, Florida. And he's streaming it the whole time. Isn't that crazy? I fucking love this shit. This is so amazing. What people can do now these days compared to what our ancestors did, it's insane. Insane. I just want to say thank you. Maybe we'll get there one day, huh, guys? On this channel? Who knows? Who knows? Doesn't matter, but if it does, it's cool. Lots of cool shit. This old senile bastard yelling at people. So sad. Wow, I got a refresh already, huh? Apologize if this is boring, guys, but again, I'm a little out of it today. The wind is out of my sails. These guys are pretty cool. Yeah, cool too. 4K Kings. They just shoot the shit about movies and releases and titles. And I love that movie. I love it. Quincy Down Under. I have it on Blu-ray. I have that actual. I have the cover they're showing. I don't know if it's the edition, but yeah, they do a lot of cool reviews on here. It's not a huge channel, but it's getting there. They have a lot of videos, almost 400 videos, and then 5,028 subscribers. Cool guys, though. I like them. They seem fun. Well, there's a premiere going on. Oh, Vince, you disgusting piece of shit. Isn't it weird how all the billionaires are just evil, disgusting people? Like you just can't meet one that's a decent person. It's like impossible. So weird. So, I mean, just look at that face. It just looks disgusting. Poor soul. You got a lot of learning. A lot of learning. Ooh, dark cello. My favorite. Sorry about that. I love dark cello. Love it, love it, love it. Oh my goodness. Just so amazing to see. I mean, I've got almost every streaming service because, like I told you all, my dad gave it to me. I don't watch any of it though, really. So last night I was watching the Queen's Gambit. I love that series with what's her name? Anya Taylor-Joy. Can never get her 3 names correct. Find her very intoxicating. But that series actually got me into playing chess. I'm sure it did a lot of people. It's fucking awesome. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And then you see all this chess stuff on my stream. It's like they inundate you with it. You watch one thing and now everything has to be on it. It's like, I get it, man. I just wanted to watch one thing. Lay off me, would you? Just like this. I have to change my starter now. Everything's a damn starter. Oh, boy. Oh boy, this is something else. It's all good. I do look forward to fixing my truck tomorrow, though. Get it all done, get ready for Tuesday's work. Can't have a truck that doesn't start up. It's annoying, you gotta spend some money, but it's alright. That's life. Spend money, you make money. I typically make much more than I spend to begin with. This show's hilarious. RX Muscle, I've been following this guy since 2006, I think. I actually saw him at a bodybuilding show in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The place is a shithole. Oh my god. But the event was cool. It was cool. How I can sign in. But this is Jimmy the Bull. He used to bench like 1,000 pounds back in the day, like raw. No straps, no suits, none of all this gear to assist you. I mean, his form wasn't the best, but whatever. I like to see you put 1,000 pounds on a bar and put it over your neck and see what happens. And then Lee Priest, one of the most gifted bodybuilders of all time. Probably had the best arms of all time. He's an Australian bodybuilder. It's amazing. How do I sign in? Can I open it in a browser? No, it opens up a different browser. Why you gotta open up over here? Oh. Yo, let's see if it works. Oh, look at that. But I can't do it here, can I? That is so stupid. Why do I have to have it in a different browser? This action cannot be performed inside Streamlabs desktop. To interact with the chat, you can open this in a browser. That is so fucking stupid, but whatever. Life is stupid at times. At times. I actually want to show you guys. Get rid of this shit. Excuse me. Get rid of this. Action. Insane generation. Oh my god. I swear, when I look at the news on YouTube now, all I can do is laugh. I mean, what else can you do? You'd go crazy if you took this shit seriously. You just have to laugh. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys some of my, couple of my favorite books. I keep clicking the wrong thing. I'm sorry here. You gotta remember it's this screen, but over here. And if I try to click here, it's not that screen. So, anywho, to the books. There's two of them. They're big, bulky, and expensive. Dusty. Look at that. Wow. You hear that? I don't know if I showed these. I probably did. I think I showed the first one. It's my H.P. Lovecraft, The Complete Works. The Complete Fiction, I say. It's a beautiful book. Easton Press. Beautifully bound, gilded. It's got a nice ribbon in there. Only has one picture in it, but it's worth looking at. Let's see. It's not a picture book, it's a reading book. Look at this beautiful picture, though. Oh. That's beautiful. Hope you can see that clear enough. It's pretty sweet. It's hard to tell who did that. I'd like to give credit to the front piece. Is that the front piece by Dennis? Yeah, Dennis Yall. Lyall. Very cool. And I'm far am I in? I don't know. 6th? 8th? Not too far in it. I read a couple stories a month, something like that. Fucking, I don't know if you ever read H.P. Lovecraft, you know his work is amazing. In my point of view, I think he's one of the best American authors ever to do it. And then you have the man that came before him. It's hard to remember if I showed these before, but I don't care. I'm going to show them again. The Complete Poems and Tales of Edgar Allan Poe. That's a beautiful book as well. Easton Press. Beautifully bound in leather. Not pleather like a lot of other books. Oh, look at that. It doesn't even want to open. It's so nice. It's got another nice, beautiful cover art. Kind of looks like the same dude, right? It is. I think it is. It looks like the same signature. It doesn't say his name this time, though. You bastards. Oh, you hear that snap, crack, and pop? And I love the Easton Press end papers. They're super. These end papers are super thick. Let's get just the end paper. It's super thick and meaty. It's got a cool texture to it, nice and strong. It's a fucking gorgeous book. And it's got all his works. And it actually has a good write-up, a little bit, about his life and history. Beautifully bound. Look at that. Smithsonian. How all hardbacks should be. It's nothing more nauseating than a fake hardcover. I know. I've said that before and I'll say it again. It just drives me crazy. I don't like cutting corners. If you want to sell a cheaper book, sell a cheaper book. But don't act like it's a nicer book. It's pretty fucking simple, right? These are just two of my favorites. Some of the best American works, period. Poe and Lovecraft. Beautifully bound. One's a little taller. Can you see that? A little taller. By the way, gorgeous books. If you care about your big, heavy books, here's a little trick. Now, that block is obviously big, right? It's super heavy. So if you don't support it, what's going to happen? It's going to separate here and fold down, just gravity, right? So you just take a piece of cardboard, put it right there. Right in the front. See how it sticks out? You can put it right there. So when your book is resting on the shelf, all those heavy paper has something to sit on and support. And when you pull it off the shelf in a year, it still looks perfect. Super simple. Put it down, put it back. I do that with all my big books. I have another one, just like that. It's actually it's a bigger book. A little, what's the word? This is a book by a Mason, Albert Pike. A lot of bad things and maybe some good things about the man. Morals and Dogma. It's full of esoteric knowledge, and it's basically just an amalgamation of the cultures from around the world and their religious and philosophical thoughts and esoteric teachings. It's really all it is. People take it for a lot of other things, but this book is loaded. It is so loaded. And this is not the original. This is the new and, what do they call it? Annotated edition by Arturo del Hoyo, 33rd degree Grand Cross Mason. I would never be a Mason, but I do find their teaching is very interesting to read up on. There's a lot of bullshit within it as well, a lot of fakery, but that's part of it. You have to be able to see through it. But there's a lot in here. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting read. I mean, this is not a small book. This is, let's see. Where are we at here? I mean, it's over 1,000 pages easily, and it's pretty small. It's small, but it's a smaller print on big pages. It's a pretty sweet book. I like it. I had the original version, an older version from the 50s or 60s, where it was just his work and nobody was adding to it with no annotated notes or anything, and pictures, very little pictures. But this one is so much nicer. It's leather bound too. Leather bound, baby. I like leather bound books. Okay, cardboard right here. Stick it on. Slide your book back. If you can do it properly. There you go. Got a lot over there. Alright. Probably going to end it here, guys. Got to eat soon. I'm going to go read. It's a nice day to just sit and read. Just wanted to get on here and hang out with you guys. Hope whoever came on for the little bit enjoyed. Whoever watches later enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll be live again next week, I'm sure. I don't think I'm going to stop this. I think it's kind of fun. Especially when people show up and say howdy. Anyway, everyone take care. Thank you for coming in and watching. Hope you enjoyed.